Hey, welcome back, watch fans. Today, or tonight, I should say, we are covering the collapse of the ArchieLuxury, whatever remains of the ArchieLuxury cult. That's right, the simps, the ArchieLuxury simps, the cult members are finally realizing that the emperor has no clothes. ArchieLuxury is a failed and fake Fugazi Patek Philippe expert. That's right, this bogan of Brisbane, this obese Jabba the Hutt professional e-beggar who has been grifting, somehow or other. All the tomato cans, the simps on YouTube have been convinced that Archie is some sort of expert in watches or Patek, especially, and he's not. It's becoming very apparent. And what we're going to watch, my friends, is we're going to watch a video which is going to show you that the people, the peasants in Archie's little universe are realizing that the emperor has no clothes. That's right. They're realizing that all of a sudden, right before their very own eyes, that the pontiff, as they call him, is actually he's just a grifter. He's just another grifter on YouTube, and it's very sad. It's very sad to see the collapse as people realize that this tomato can ArchieLuxury really knows nothing about watches and is basically a deadbeat and a loser. Again, by the way, guys, I of course, as I've mentioned before, look, you cannot consider yourself a serious watch collector unless you own a perpetual calendar. And look, in the world of Patek Philippe, there is only one serious watch, that is the 3940, especially the 3940G, the top G, as owned and worn by the colonel himself. That's right, unbelievable but true. And look, my friends, I was not born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I had to claw my way up the horological hierarchy, all the way from fake Movado watches bought on Union Square in the late 1980s to swatches, finally to a Rolex Datejust and a Patek Calatrava, and then onwards and upwards to ever greater glory, including a brief dalliance with a 5396 R. That's right, the R with the baguette diamonds. But look, guys, if you of course, look, my videos are there for all the peasants to see. You can clearly see the moral superiority of the colonel, the true emperor of all horology, and that is why I have been crowned the emperor of all horology. Look, let's be very candid here. Of all these grifter channels on YouTube, these supposed watch experts, how many of them own and wear a Patek Philippe perpetual calendar, especially the 3940G? How many? Who? Show me. You can't. You know why? Because there are none. They're all fugazis. They're all fakes, frauds, and grifters, okay? The only one who has the perpetual calendar, Patek, is, that's right, yours truly, the colonel. And, of course, the peasants are starting to realize that. And in this video that I'm going to play for you, you're going to see the sad collapse of ArchieLuxury as one of his simps, which is Keslowitz or whatever. I think he's some sort of what is he? Some sort of metrosexual or some sort of sexually ambiguous. Well, he's from LA, right? Look, I mean that's typical LA. Typical LA guy. You don't know which way they're going. Anyway, he was one of Archie's simps, and now he's realizing that his idol is collapsing. Now, look, Kelsowitz, if you're watching this, you need to bring your talents, and you do have some talents. Young man. You need to bring your talents to the proper channel for you, which is the Watch Reporter channel. That's right, the Watch Reporter channel. Look, with your own eyes, you can see it's very clear that ArchieLuxury he's a fake Patek expert. Now let's watch this. Let's roll videotape. Here we go, my friends. Here we go. So Kelsowitz knows that the true superior, the emperor, the real emperor, is the Watch Reporter, and he's realized this. So all of a sudden, all the tomato cans, guys, Do you realize this? All the tomato cans, all of a sudden, what are they all talking about? The 3940, 3940. You got this twink, you got Diego, the other twink. They all want the 3940. They all want the perpetual calendar. Why? Because they saw my videos. They know that's the superior watch. But look, these little tomato cans, these little what do you call cupcakes? These little cupcakes. They're actually smart. These are smart guys. These are like high IQ individuals. No matter what their peculiar other habits, they're actually very intelligent, and they should be on this. Well, not Diego. That guy's kind of boring. But Kelsowitz is invited to become part of the panel on the Watch Reporter channel. And really, look, you got to know when to move on. When you've surpassed your teacher, okay, you've surpassed ArchieLuxury. Let's face it. And he's starting to realize this. This young man is starting to wake up. So let's roll tape.
Kessler, I got to be honest with you. There are different times because the watches were different then. Okay,
hang on.
The excitement level's different. Okay, I got to tell you seriously.
It was about 3 years ago.
See, you got a weekly calendar. It wasn't a Calatrava. It was a weekly calendar.
Oh, by the way, see, he's got that weekly calendar. See, that's what happens when you hang around ArchieLuxury. You end up with shitter watches. So Kelsowitz bought that like stupid tomato can watch. That pure garbage. Seriously, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or whatever. I'm not trying to like what is it? Back. No, it's a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit. That watch. The smartest thing that this Kelsowitz could do. This guy is a high IQ guy. The smartest thing he could do is pull off insurance fraud. That way he can claim full value. Again, I'm not saying he should. I'm not suggesting anybody should do anything illegal. But look, the guy's in downtown LA. Look, you know what to do, right?
It is a Calatrava. That is a Calatrava, Pat. What are you talking
Dog
about?
with fleet.
But I mean, it's not just a three-hander. It's a
complicated.
Can I just run off and we ask him one tough question? It wasn't even that tough.
We're trying to get to this part here. Hang on.
We didn't even give him a chance. What if he doesn't even survive the heat, Arch?
Prior to the 90s, you even know this.
Okay.
Prior to the 90s, it was a perpetual.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Now all of a sudden, the young grasshopper wakes up and realizes that he's been wasting his time on the wrong channel. He's hanging out with a tomato can. ArchieLuxury, the bogan of Brisbane, who's got shitter watches. He's never owned a perpetual calendar. All his watches are absolute shitters, and he realizes that it's that moment when you realize that your parents aren't perfect. That moment you realize, or your teacher or your mentor or whatever, you've surpassed them. That's that moment. We're watching it right now before our own eyes. Watch this.
Are mammals. That's the only thing in common.
Okay.
Here it comes.
I see.
And we got JBI DX $2. In the words of REG, I just want to talk drama.
Look at the losers on this
channel.
channel.
And we got Mr. Zoso
$5.
$5.
Losers on
the
this
committee
channel.
owes Bear an apology,
This
Senator.
is a bunch of fucking losers.
Apology.
You hang around Archie, you wake up with fleas.
Look, I tell you
this is what makes the quintessential Patek Philippe
complication. Now he's realizing, young grasshopper realizing that his master is the emperor of all horology, the Watch Reporter. That's right. Look at this. He realizes. I mean, I've been saying this only for quite a while. Look, all these guys look, I told you about the Ellipse way back. I told you about the Royal Oak way back when. All my watches. Listen, you guys are following the wrong pontiff, okay? ArchieLuxury is the false messiah. He's the fake pope. He's like this guy, the Francis, the pope, the current pope. That guy's not a real pope. He's not even a real Catholic, okay? The real popes were the guys before him. This guy, that's what Archie is like Pope Francis. He's a Marxist masquerading as a pontiff of horology. Yours truly is the true emperor of all horology. Unbelievable. Hang on, I'm going to send out an invite if any of you tomato cans wants to join in the channel. That's right, unbelievable. Does JJ that bogan fucking tomato can with a baseball cap, does he have a perpetual calendar? No. Does Archie? No. Does Tim Wright have a perpetual calendar? No. Does O'Cuck have a perpetual calendar? No. That's all you got to know. Oh, hang on a second, guys. Uno momento. Hang on a second. There we go. That is the link. That's right. The emperor, the false emperor. He's got carpet beetles. Archie's carpet beetles. So anyway, So the young Kelsowitz is realizing the 3940G, as the Colonel has, that is the watch to own. Why is he hanging around with this fat bogan? Archie's going to deny it. Archie's denying it. But this guy's smart. This guy Kessler, he's actually a high IQ guy. Seriously. He understands the investment thesis of the perpetual calendar 3940G and watch this interaction.
Prior to the 90s, you even know this. Prior to the 90s, it was a perpetual calendar or nothing. It was a simple watch or it was a perpetual.
That's right. That's right. I've been saying that. Now, Archie, allegedly, he claims to be Patek. The guy knows nothing. The guy basically was fucking collecting Louis Vuitton, attaché cases, which nobody wants. That's what this guy was on YouTube doing 12 years ago. Then he stumbled into shitter watches, and then he grifted his way into some better watches. But he doesn't know fucking anything about watches. This guy's he's just a guy who likes, fancy stuff, whatever brand names. He's a dummy.
Those were your options. And it was only later that they came out with the annual and all these other complications as simple complications. So if you really think about, the best go-to Patek, I think their perpetual is really the quintessential choice.
That's right. That's right. The young Kesslowitz waking up. That's right. Just like the others. Now, again, this guy's a high IQ guy. Okay. He should not be on the ArchieLuxury channel. He's making these nice presentations. Look, his talents are wasted. Kessler, if you're watching this, look, your talents are wasted on the ArchieLuxury channel. Sometimes you gotta know when to, you come across like a little bit light in the loafers, but I can see you're like a ruthless corporate grifter. I know your type. Okay, you're like a ruthless corporate grifter after the buck. You're making these nice presentations, so you got to be ruthless with Archie. You gotta just stick the knife in and move on to the proper platform. That is where you can spread your wings, young man, which is the Watch Reporter community channel. Send me an email, brutalwatch.
I got to be totally honest with you. I don't know if you need to spend that much. It's a lot.
See, there you go. See that's the error in thinking. That's the error in thinking. See, Archie wants to accumulate. He wants to have, as he accuses others of, because he's projecting. He's accusing others of wanting to have the big, as he calls it, body count. The body count, multiple units of Patek or whatever. No, that's not what it's about, my friend. It's about high quality. And sometimes you got to pay up. You got to pay up. It's better to have an excellent piece than have a bunch of, mediocre pieces, okay? Better to spend, 50, 60 grand on a perpetual calendar rather than having a bunch of, and again, Archie was in a position to own one, okay? He was in a position. He had the money. He had the watch. He could have traded in. He had like 3 or 4 identical Calatravas. What a fucking loser. But this is the way the guy thinks. He's a tomato can.
A lot of money. These are so expensive.
Oh, it's so expensive. I mean, meanwhile, this guy pulled off an insurance fraud where he got 200 grand. Alleged insurance fraud. Alleged. It's alleged. But, he did collect some money from insurance. He had a collection worth 200 grand. But, he never had a perpetual calendar. Why? Because he's busy. He wants to have a lot of shitters. He's a tomato can. He's a crayon. He's a peasant.
Joe, pull up the next slide because I put some prices on there.
Look at this. And
it's going to compare some of the perpetuals.
We got the investment thesis from Kessler here. From Kessler. I bet this guy works in a four-grade investment bank.
Kessler.
He's probably working at
what is
it? What's place in LA, downtown LA?
Oh, you did some homework. This is great.
On Wilshire, the shitter bank. What is it called? I forgot the name. Okay,
we're delivering value here, Paul.
There we go. Look, Archie does nothing. Look at this. Look at his mouth is gaping open. Archie, this fucking tomato can. This Kessler is working hard to create content for this channel. He's getting nothing for it, and this fucking tomato can doesn't even appreciate it. All Archie wants is the super chats. He's a lazy fucking bum. Guys, stop sending your money to this dumb piece of shit. This fucking scumbag garbage, insurance fraudster, grifter. Alleged. Again, it's alleged. It's alleged.
We're trying to deliver value.
Here we go. So Kessler puts together this very nice presentation, which would be appreciated, of course, on the Watch Reporter channel. And here's the watches. Right now, of course, just stay tuned. Watch this, guys. Watch this. And again, Archie could buy one of these watches. He could buy perpetual, but no, he wants to have a bunch of shitters rather than have excellence.
These are some.
Yeah.
By the way, Mr. Zoso, we thank Bear for his service.
He's got
Bear was fantastic, and he's always welcome back. He's always welcome back on this
Archie's
stream. Anytime
just
he
all
wants, he is welcome back. I love him.
This fucking fat gypsy grifter. This is what the channel's about. He doesn't know anything about watches. It's all about just, you know, e-begging for those super chats.
Didn't particularly agree with the Diego incident, but I love him.
Come on, put that plug in your mouth, fat.
I love him to death. Okay, I will always love him. I will never speak badly of him because he's always loved me.
For $5, Archie will perform fellatio on you.
What do you want to add, Narc?
Let's go.
Look, Mr. Sozo.
We're trying to get this plane off the ground.
No, one sec.
We're like a 747.
Right,
We've got to get up there.
No. If I accuse,
more expensive piece, you like to be spread out from that number.
Yeah, I think it realizes my shortcomings. You know what? To be able to get one of these pieces, I'd have to consolidate.
There you go. See, that's the problem. This guy likes to have a high body count, which is what he accuses yours truly of. No. My Pateks, I have what, 5 Pateks or whatever? I don't even know how many I have. I have 6, whatever the number is, right? You know, 3 of them are, wait, how many do I have? I have 3 that are, you know, vintage, you know, dress watches, all very different. 2 different, very different variations of the Ellipse. 1 Gondolo. Those, I'm not trying to have a high body count, Archie, like you, who buys 5 fucking identical watches. Then, of course, you know, we got the perpetual 3940G. We got the travel time. And what else do we have? That's it in the Patek range. So technically there is 5. Wait, 1? 5. Again, it doesn't matter. I mean, the dress watches are, you know, relatively inexpensive watches. They're, you know, like $6,000 watches, basically. $5,000 watches, whatever the number is, right? Those are, you know, they're just nice dress watches, which actually, you know, are steadily climbing in value.
The problem is, Keslo, you buy these fucking watch boxes. You buy these fucking...
That's the problem. Archie buys, he spends all his money on Louis Vuitton watch boxes. What a tomato can. He buys an expensive box to stick his garbage watches in. That's what happens.
Watch boxes, and it gets you to want more. You end up buying more filler.
Yeah, I've come full circle on that. I think I'm going to get rid of the box.
Okay, see, filler. Now, by the way, guys, make sure if you want to avoid, you don't want to end up like ArchieLuxury. You don't want to end up being a loser. The only way you can save yourself from the fate of being an absolute loser, a piece of garbage like Archie, is by subscribing to our free weekly newsletter. That's right. How do you get the free weekly newsletter? Well, click the link in the video description below. That's right. Click the link in the video description below to get the Watch Reporter free weekly newsletter in your inbox. So you're going to learn what are the latest trends. That's right. A lot of information that we don't share here on YouTube. That's right. It's only for the members. It's free, by the way, for now, for a limited time. You're going to also know the latest prices, vintage or modern Rolex, Audemars Piguet, Patek Philippe, absolutely free. Click the link in the video description below, or you're going to end up as a loser like Archie. You don't want to be a loser like Archie, do you? I mean, is that really what you want? Is that what you want? Do you want to be a loser like Archie? I don't think so, my friends. I don't think so. Anyhow, so here comes the moment of truth. Kelsowitz realizes he needs to get rid of his garbage watches, and he has quite a few garbage watches, which is a result of hanging around Archie. The influence, Look, wake up. You go to sleep with dogs, you wake up with fleas.
And go back to a roll.
Go to sleep with dogs, you wake up with fleas. You hang around Archie, you get fleas.
Or just go something simple. Fuck the
Actually,
box.
don't get a. You know, last night I did a watch review.
Oh, look at this.
For Watch Reporter. You know, Watch Reporter.
By the way, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what watch review, but okay.
Porter.
Yes, he's got this.
Of course. Hell, listen. Watch this. Listen to this.
Watch. He has this 39.
Oh, see. Look at this. Look at this. The moment of realization when young Kessler realizes who his true idol is, and that is the Watch Reporter. Look at the way his eyes lit up as if he discovered enlightenment. That's right. Kesslowitz, you can do it. You could leave Archie. I know, you know, you go, Paul. I know you have a homoerotic connection with Archie, but it's very bad for you. And look, you can do it. You have discipline. We know you can do it. You know how to give him this fat slob and move on. That's right. You got to move onwards and upwards. Who has the 3940G? The top G. That's right. The Watch Reporter. Your new idol, my friend. join the channel, join the Watch Reporter channel, join our live stream. Reach out, brutalwatchreviews@gmail.com, brutalwatchreviews@gmail.com. Your talents will be appreciated here. We need guys like you who have the initiative to make these types of slide presentations, which is actually, look, this is a quality job. This is good work. This is, what do you call it? I'm trying to think, what's the name of the fucking place? It'll come. Anyway, keep watching.
Actually, I don't know if you see how he uses his roll. He's got an AP two-tone. Oh my God, it'll make you cringe.
the Royal Oak, the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, the Owl, the date moon phase. It's a watch that, when I bought it, of course, as always, I know exactly what I'm doing, and I bought it for a specific reason. And the watch is only, it's only tripled in value since the time I purchased it, a couple of years ago. And that's today. As of today, it's tripled. It increased about 400% at one point. But, listen, the market's dead. It's come down a little bit. But look, now Archie accuses me of a horrendous crime. That's right. ArchieLuxury accuses the true pontiff of rolling up an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak in a watch roll. By the way, that's defamation, slander. No, it's actually slander. First of all, I would never. I think he saw a video where I had a Jean Rousseau. That's right, Jean Rousseau watch roll, a bespoke watch roll. By the way, a bespoke watch roll. Where I had this watch roll, which I keep my dress watches in, watches on straps. And I had them laid out on top of this watch roll. And I think the Royal Oak was laid on top of the watch roll also. But with this dummy, with this fat, stupid piece of shit, doesn't realize this. Now, he accused me of sticking the Royal Oak in a watch roll. First of all, dummy, it doesn't fit. It would never fit because there's little pockets. Now, he doesn't know this. Archie doesn't realize it because he's a peasant. He's never owned a Jean Rousseau watch roll. Otherwise, he would know that you can only fit a dress watch, a flat dress watch into that watch roll, okay? A Royal Oak simply would not fit. It would just bulge out. You wouldn't. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's just a ridiculous thing to even say. And this guy is just so stupid. Anybody who watches this guy, who gives money to this guy, is a clown. I mean, really, you guys should just. You're clueless if you listen to this fucking dummy.
That's not a good way to store a
integrated
bracelet watch.
Dummy.
Fuck.
What a dummy this guy. By the way, of course, he's very jealous because Archie's only had. He had Royal Oaks, but he had the shitters. He had a quartz. What kind of dummy buys a Royal Oak quartz or 34? I mean, what a fucking loser Archie is. I mean, really, the guys. Why are you wasting time with this tomato can?
For trouble doing that.
Now, Kessel's realized. Now, listen, Kessel's. He's a smart guy. He realized that Archie is gaslighting him.
Do that. He's not caring for it properly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah. You think. Yeah. You think I'm that dumb? Well, first of all, the watch would not fit into a watch roll. Okay, it's an integrated. Those are slim pockets, which obviously you wouldn't know because you're a peasant who has never owned a Jean Rousseau bespoke watch roll. Again, made for storing dress watches, flat. Okay.
Yeah, that's not a great way to.
Kessler has to play along. He has to play along because he's got to look up to.
But you know what I'm saying or not?
Let's watch the collapse.
You're talking about that roll where he just wraps them all like in a sandwich, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah, again, the watch, would never fit in there. I mean, it is, again, he's humoring the pontiff, the fake pontiff, with this, but it's very obvious.
Not at all.
Again, these are peasants. These are peasants who think that they are. Look. You know who buys a Louis Vuitton watch box? You know who buys that? People who are brokesters, poor people. That's who buys a Louis Vuitton watch box. People with money, who have real money, they're usually relatively intelligent, right? They realize that a Louis Vuitton watch box is absolute garbage. Okay, it's a waste of money. It's pure trash. It's just garbage. So why would Archie buy it? What are those things, like $8,000? I don't know, crazy money. They're ridiculous. They don't even function properly. And that's what happens. That's what happens when you can have a Jean Rousseau. You can have other ways of storing watches, including Camille Fournier.
To be honest with you, man, fuck. I think for me there is a limit. there is limits, and,
Yeah,
and
because he's a broker. Yeah, the guy wasted all his money on Louis Vuitton luggage, which has been out of style for about 40 years. Nobody. I mean, I have not seen. And by the way, I don't listen. I mean, I'm not exact. Like, look, how shall I say it? I do travel in better quality circles. I have not seen any man carry a Louis Vuitton or any type of hard case attaché case probably in the last 35. I mean, literally the last 35 years. I mean, I'm talking about, again, I haven't been all over the world. I mean, I've been, I lived in New York most of my life. I spent a lot of time in Europe. I have not seen a hard case attaché case in Midtown Manhattan. If you walk down Park Avenue, you will not spot. If you walk down Park Avenue or Madison Avenue between, 48th Street and 57th Street, prime stretch, you're not going to spot one single hard attaché case in at least a month. You stay on that corner for a full month, you won't see one. Okay, nobody carries that garbage anymore. Only a fucking bogan in Brisbane who doesn't know anything collects that garbage. And so he's telling me, I mean, really, again, guys, ArchieLuxury, if ArchieLuxury is who you look for advice, a guy who doesn't even use shampoo with that greasy fucking head of hair, you're in trouble. You're in serious trouble, as we're going to find out here. Watch the empire collapse. Watch the collapse of Archie right now.
And there's limits on these fucking things. You can't always, I kind of know
you can't always get what you want. And what was the Oscar Wilde?
Oscar Wilde. Okay, now we know which way. Oscar Wilde. Listen, no straight man knows any Oscar Wilde quotes. Okay, this is Kessler. Come on, I know you. I think this guy's married, right? Allegedly, he's got a beard or something. That must be some sort of arranged marriage. I don't know. Oscar Wilde quotes should not be coming out of the mouth of any straight man.
Everything you want. The latter is far worse.
There you go.
Okay, there we go.
But these are the perpetuals, man. I really think this is because here's what I'm thinking. Yes, you're right. These are insanely expensive.
It's an investment. But yeah, if you get rid of your shitters, it's better to have one great watch. I mean, it's like, look, you can have a bunch of garbage art or you can have one great painting. I'd rather have one great painting because the great stuff always increases in value. It really does. It's like real estate. Prime real estate is always good. Better quality. You should always invest in better. You should always pay up to get better quality real estate. Better location. Same thing with watches. It's the quality.
They're ridiculous. But if you consolidate, you can pull it off. Here's what I'm thinking. Ready?
Watch this. So young Kessler
send you another photo here.
Is going to dump his shit.
I'm thinking I keep the Batman.
Garbage watch.
And we fuck off the rest.
He's got a bunch of tomato can watches. By the way, I think that's actually the Batman. Would I do that? I don't know. I don't know if actually the guy travels. I really don't know if he travels, but if he's in LA, he probably doesn't travel. So why does he need that watch? Why does he need a GMT? I don't know. I think I don't know what he has. He's got a couple of shitters in there. He's got the Submariner garbage. I actually don't know. I know he had a lot of Rolex. It's Rolex heavy, Rolex modern sports watches, and that nasty, vicious, nasty vinyl Patek shitter that he's got. He's got one Patek, and it's an absolute dog of a watch. Really, I mean that seriously, sincerely. It's absolute trash. The Batman, the whatever, the green dial Rolex. I mean, those are okay. Whatever, those are okay. I mean, for Rolex people, those are nice watches. I mean, not for me. I would never wear peasant watches like that, but for LA, it's okay.
Oh. Can I ask you something?
I'm going to tell you what we're getting.
Okay, so Kessler
was... a photo now. It's in this photo.
Okay, so this guy is going to sell all his garbage, and he's going to get one perpetual because
53.
He wants to be like the Colonel, his true idol. The Colonel is your idol, Kel. So it's a
27, Paul. The current production.
Bad choice. Bad choice.
Do you need to put money in as well?
No. If I if I send off the weekly,
yeah, you got to get rid of that garbage. Now it's fascinating. Look, this guy is he's actually going to make the wrong choice again. He's going to buy the wrong watch because again, he's hanging around Archie. If he was on the Colonel's channel, he would, the Colonel would give him proper advice. I'm not going to do it on this video because I don't do shit for free. But yeah, this guy's going down.
Oh, you're not getting rid of the weekly.
Oh, the weekly. Oh,
what the fuck did you tell me? What the fuck?
Hear me out.
What the? You're getting rid of the.
Yeah, you got to it's garbage. Yeah, these guys are waking up. I mean, Kesselowitz is waking up, finally realizing that he's got a dog. And Archie actually thinks.
Weekly?
We're going to get it back. We're going to get it back.
Now, I don't know what that means. Get it back. I don't know what. Okay, so this watch, it's the wrong watch. It's actually the wrong watch to get. I'm not going to explain it here because I don't do shit for free, but it's the wrong example.
No! That's what gamblers say. That's what gamblers.
Elijah just sent you. It was both of these watches.
Okay, he's got.
No, but it doesn't have a.
Yeah. He's got. You can't
open that can of worms. How did you fuck it up?
It's for sale. It's for sale.
No, how did you fuck it up?
No,
how did you do?
I'll tell you off stream. It's a weird. Yeah.
And you don't think it's odd? They. Oh man, I got to tell you, man. Seriously, can I say something to you, Keslow?
Please.
You know what? The best advice I can give you, I'm going to say this to you. Okay?
So whatever Archie's going to say now, do the opposite. If you want to make money, do the opposite. If you want to lose money, follow Archie's advice. That's the way it works.
Here we go, fella. $2.
Again,
fella is here and ready to lowball you, Keslow. Would you sell to fella?
Sure. Whoever's got the money. I got to see what I paid. They're not for sale yet. I'll take some photos. We'll put it together.
Here we go.
Look, those are the.
You know what, fella?
So this is the Kesselowitz. Okay. Oh shit. Of course. Yeah. It's the shitter collection. Listen, anybody who's got a Rolex Explorer is basically he's been co-opted by the Matrix. Okay, you're a slave of the Matrix. When you wear the Explorer, yeah, this guy is waking up. He's taking the red pill. He's realizing Archie, the Emperor, has no clothes. See, he's got 4 shitter watches, literally. All 4 of these are shitters. Well, definitely the Explorer, definitely the Patek. The what is it? This Starbucks. I mean, it's kind of it's a dog watch. It's always been a dog watch. The Batman is also really a dog watch. These are really dogs. These are fucking barking dogs. I mean, this is garbage. Garbage. A la poubelle. Kesselowitz, a la poubelle. You know what that means, right? A la poubelle.
Sorry, you know what, Keslow? You know
He's going to get rid of these shitters. For a perpetual, but he's going to choose the wrong one.
So we just get.
See, if he was watching the Watch Reporter channel, he would be properly advised of the next perpetual to buy.
Rid of those 3 on the right, and we add the perpetual. What do you say? 2-piece done.
I agree with the idea of a 2-piece, but I think this is the wrong piece. These are really. These are not. I'll be honest with you. The Yachtmaster is, and again, this guy probably should get one just the blue dial. That's the only device. That's the only free device I'm going to give you, young man, young twink, is the blue dial Yachtmaster 40 and the perpetual calendar. I'm not going to tell you here because, quite frankly, I might be shopping one. I need a backup perpetual because, as you know, these are, I got one going into service, so I haven't been wearing it. So you need a backup when you have a Patek perpetual calendar. You do need a backup perpetual calendar. That's the reality. It's like, look, when you have a Ferrari, you got to have another Ferrari as a backup.
Forget this collecting thing. Just a 2-piece.
Now I
want to try it out because I can't add a perpetual.
I'm inclined just to keep these 4.
Oh jeez. Hey.
Well, that's what
guys see. This is the problem with the Archieverse. See this fucking bozo, this fat bogan of Brisbane. He's advising this guy, okay, to keep 4 watches. Now, okay, the Explorer is a shitter. That Patek, what is it? It's an annual. I don't know what the fuck it is with the date window. Pure trash. I mean, that really is absolute garbage. That watch literally is worthless. I mean, obviously it's got value, but you know what I'm saying? It's very difficult to sell it. Pure garbage. Nobody wants it. The Explorer, actually, what's good about those Rolexes is they're very liquid. They are ultra liquid watches. They're modern Rolex, very liquid. You can dump those any day of the week. There's a bunch of tomato cans lined up. But Archie, no, he thinks that this guy should keep these 4 shitter watches. 4 basic bitch Starbucks drinking, basic bitch fleece vest shitter watches.
That's what's been happening for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not for a while. You've only
October. This has been the collection. Actually, so I just got the green one. You're right. Yeah. We got more money flowing.
Archie's gonna give him bad advice. Watch this. Watch whatever. He's thinking.
You know what? I got to tell you something.
Okay, just do the opposite. Whatever he's gonna say now.
Sometimes you just got to be the guy who knows his place. Okay.
See, Archie thinks small. I mean, really, that's actually the problem. So you do need to be realistic, but you know, in life, you got to think bigly. You got to think bigly, as Donald Trump would say. You got to think bigly. Archie's kind of like a tomato can thinking. He really does have kind of mental limitations. He likes to waste money on a bunch of garbage, but it's so weird. Like this guy literally could have bought a perpetual other things, but no, he wants to have a bunch of shitters and a bunch of Louis Vuitton hard case luggage that nobody. I mean, you look like a fucking clown with that stuff.
Stand?
No, tell me, explain.
Yeah, I think in collecting this stuff, you've just got to be the guy. Swinging kangaroo, $5. Keslo, bro.
Okay, what Archie's basically going to say is Archie, you know, is like a crab. You know, the crab is in a bucket. You know, that's the problem. When you have loser friends, or when you hang around with losers, they all want to keep you in their loser circle. So basically, they want to pull you down to their level. So Archie, he sees that Kelsowitz wants to become a real Patek man, a 3940 man, but Archie wants to pull him back into the world of mediocrity. See, that's what happens when you hang around Archie. Guys, I explained to you the sick, degenerate piece of garbage, Bogan of Brisbane. He wants to pull Kelsowitz back to his level of mediocrity peasanthood.
You went in the pool of my next door's lawn is.
Yes, yeah, of course. He saw that the Colonel's 3940G is the top G, and you know, by comparison, his watches are garbage. Well, this is obvious, but I mean, come on.
It's greener than mine. I gotta redo mine, even though your lawn is.
No, the lawn is garbage. No, seriously, the lawn is garbage. Although these are very liquid watches, the exception being the Patek shitter in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah, 100%. That's how it goes, though. Oh. It's the hunt, boys. The hunt.
The boys. I mean,
all this shit's replaceable, Paul. All this shit's replaceable.
That's true, by the way. That's true, especially when you have shitter.
The way I see it,
and these are shitter watches. I mean, you can buy these, sell these any day of the week. I mean, replace them. These are ultra liquid garbage, except for again the Patek piece of shit that's in there in this picture is pure trash. You want to get rid of this and never look back.
That perpetual isn't going to happen for me unless I make a move.
That's right.
I could always revert. You see.
That's smart. This guy's actually a smart guy. He understands. That's right.
We'll see. Dreams. A boy can dream.
There's some sort of weird homework.
I got to tell you something. Seriously, man, I'd be inclined just to keep what you got.
Whatever he's going to say is the wrong advice. Bad advice again. Bad advice.
How do you feel about it? What do you feel?
Oh, what do you feel?
Good.
Tell me about your feelings. Tell me about your feelings.
I'm happy. I'm happy either way. I just think those two sports Rolex are very similar.
That's right. He's waking up. He's been watching. That's right. Young Kelsowitz is watching the Watch Reporter channel. He's been watching the 10 Commandments. He's been watching the 10 Commandments of the Watch Reporter building the right collection. He should get an AP. Actually, this guy actually is the proper guy to have an AP, a vintage AP. You know, kind of like we saw on that other guy. 34 millimeter. Okay, that's a joke. But yeah, he actually should have an AP vintage Royal Oak two-tone. But I don't know if he's got the style to pull it off. He's a little bit still in that kind of, you know, that LA, you know, that whole LA thing. You know, that LA thing, which is like the Yale thing, you know, the Yale thing, the Yale thing, the LA thing is just like the Yale thing. Yeah, I remember when I first came to LA, I was it? Because I was a member of that. I think I mentioned the story. I was a member of the Equinox gym in New York, and so they gave me a free, it was like a reciprocal membership in LA. So I go to the gym on I didn't know this at the time, but it was on Sunset Boulevard, because I thought, okay, there's gonna be a lot of hot chicks. Sunset Boulevard, right? Hollywood. Sure enough, a lot of hot, but the girls are hot but dirty looking. They get that LA dirty look, like they just look like they have STDs or something, but they're hot, right? And there's actually quite a few celebrities that would go there. There was who was there always working out every day? Mickey Rourke, and the guy, the rock star guy who was married to Carmen Electra. What's his name? So those guys were always there, and a bunch of dirty looking girls. But here's the weird thing, right? Because it's LA, so everybody's like very sexually ambiguous, right? The thing that freaked me out, I knew things were different in LA, was I go to the locker room, go to the take a shower, right? And I see there's a guy standing, in front of one of the mirrors. He's got a razor, one of those disposable big razors, and he's shaving his chest. I mean, the guy's shaving his chest right there, which is weird, right? I mean, who the fuck I mean, I don't know. It's a little weird. I don't know. There's a whole thing now with everybody's pushing this hairless body thing, which is, shave your balls, all that stuff from what's that thing with the company that sells the thing to shave your balls? What is that all about? Because they're trying to make men effeminate and trying to make the world more gay. I mean, so seriously, there is an agenda. There is an agenda by the Matrix. There is an agenda by the Matrix. Yeah. Anyway, so I haven't been there in about it was like 2012 or something. Yeah, but there was a lot of hot girls. Good networking opportunities, guys. If you're into that, if you're into the networking thing, that's probably the place. Again, I haven't been there 10 years plus, so I don't know what's changed. But anyway, I got off on a tangent. But let's go back. So yeah, very sexually ambiguous is LA. So this guy might swing who knows which way.
Sub, GMT, pick one, dude. So I think I'm going to go GMT. The assortment's definitely going.
Sub, GMT. I mean, completely different functions. I mean, this guy's a tomato can. They're completely different functions. I mean, like, he doesn't even use the GMT. Why the fuck is he buying a GMT? This guy doesn't go anywhere. He lives in LA. People in LA don't go out of the country generally, right? Like, what, maybe once a year he's going to go out of the country, or a different time zone? Come on. Get yourself a yacht master.
Bracelets in a 4-piece collection. And yeah, I need the money for the perpetual. So I'm thinking we just keep the Batman and see how things go. We'll see. I got to find the right opportunity. See if someone's willing to make a trade.
Yes.
We'll see.
Kelsos, maybe you should, you hook up with Anthony Farrer. He'll pimp you out, because he had the male escort service. He had a female escort service he was doing, but he's going to be out of jail coming up very shortly in October, I believe. And maybe he could, pimp you out. You ever see that movie, American Gigolo? Great movie, by the way. Great movie, American Gigolo, where Richard Gere plays a male prostitute that gets pimped out. I forgot if he went gay for pay, but he was definitely pressured to go and gay for pay by his pimp. That's right. Richard Gere had a pimp, a black pimp in the movie. What's the actor? Bill Duke is the name of the actor. How do I know this? Because I just saw DJ Vlad on a video thing, and this guy was on. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? They said, oh, this is the guy from American Gigolo. Oh, yeah. I mean, I haven't heard of this guy since then, but apparently the guy is like some sort of director. I don't know. Yeah, anyway, let's go back.
You hate it. You hate the idea. I can tell.
No, but what I think is, man, I think you should just keep what you got.
Yeah, exactly. Archie wants to keep you mediocre. That's what he wants. He wants you to stay mediocre just like him. Archie wants all of his followers to be mediocre like him.
Yeah, I will. I will definitely for a few months, but we'll see. This is brewing in my mind here.
I think Richard Simmons is Kelsowitz's grandfather or something. They both have that. Paul, hey Paul.
Perpetual.
Yes, he knows.
That would just be so cool, man.
That's
all
right.
You need one Rolex and a perpetual calendar Patek.
See, this guy actually understands. Actually, by the way, that actually is a smart trade. If I had to only go down to 2 watches, I probably would keep the Yachtmaster. No, I would do probably the Yachtmaster and the 3940. Those are the 2 watches. That's it. You got the beater. You got the Yachtmaster for the beater, the whatever. And then you got the perpetual for, business.
Done.
Correct. Actually, I agree.
One Rolex. No, I got to be honest with you. You should just be happy with your weekly. That's a far better watch.
What?
Look, let me tell you.
This guy's crazy. I mean, this is crazy. He's telling that piece of shit that's in the middle with a brown strap is better than perpetual. This shows you that Archie is not qualified to lead the Patek faithful. And again, ArchieLuxury is the guy who bought a modern Patek World Time with a chipped a crystal, a watch most likely stolen from, robbed from a gentleman in London. Yeah. Actually, no, LA is the place for a Rolex. The problem is, the only thing is, there is some watch crime now in LA. Really, there is. Like, I was, what is it? A couple months ago, I was in Beverly Hills, right? And so I get shirts made by this guy, Anto, A-N-T-O, who, by the way, makes shirts for all the Hollywood movies. But, they do custom shirts. They do, very good work. Decent price on Beverly Drive, and I go there and talk to my man there, I don't know. Watches came up with a topic, and he said, "Oh yeah, no, I don't wear my watches anymore in Beverly Hills because it's dangerous. There's a lot of robberies now." This is in Beverly Hills, by the way. This is in Beverly Hills, Beverly, like right there, Beverly Drive, like prime. This guy's in prime Beverly Hills, and this guy is worried about watch. I mean, seriously, that's. And Beverly Hills probably is the safest place in LA. So if he's worried about it, I mean, it's look, I don't want to be dramatic or whatever, but it is concerning. It is concerning. He is a bit of an attention whore. Get the yellow gold deep sea. Yes, the yellow gold deep seas to go diving, to go. I think he's married though, right? I think he's married. I think he's married to a woman. I mean, a woman with a vagina. I think he is actually married to a heterosexual. I mean, I think so. I think he mentioned something like that. But again, it's LA. LA, it's all very ambiguous. One day they're, they're straight. Next day, who knows what they're into, right?
Why? It's you, Kessler.
But we can add it later. We can. I agree. I agree. I love it.
By a perpetual. Okay. The problem is, let me tell you the problem.
Archie realizes his failures in never. Look, Archie realizes he's never had a perpetual Patek. He's never going to have one. He realizes this because he can't bring himself to, get rid of his shitters and have one high quality watch. He's just mentally incapable of that. He had his opportunities. Those watches, the perpetuals, were cheap. They were cheap a couple of years ago.
To actually resell your weekly ain't as fucking easy as you think.
It's not. It's a piece of garbage. It's going to be difficult. That watch is a dog with fleas. He's going to be stuck with that. It's going to be difficult. He's going to take a loss. The Rolexes are, again, ultra liquid. Out the door tomorrow.
Sure.
Okay,
That's what I'm thinking. I would probably need the dealer that's selling the Patek to take it.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. Good luck, pal. You think they're suckers? You think that these guys are suckers? Yeah, they're gonna give you like, oof, you're gonna take a haircut, my friend. You're gonna get. It's like, listen, Kelso. If you want to know what it was like to be Anthony Farrer on one of his dates with a gentleman with a massage, trying to earn some extra money, that's what it's going to feel like when the dealer gives you that trade-in value. You're going to feel like Anthony Farrer getting anally sodomized with discount lubricant.
Credit. That would make it easy.
What's to say that again?
It would really make it easy if the guy that would be selling the perpetual would be willing to take the weekly in.
Yeah, he will screw the shit out of you. It's like trading a car.
No, that is true. That's true. Archie is right about one thing. He realizes it's a dog.
At a dealer.
I don't know. We'll see.
They're not there to help you. They're not your friend.
That's true. That's true.
Right. You got a point. Yeah, when you get into the expensive pieces, I'm sure it's much more difficult to sell than your average Rolex.
Especially a piece of garbage like that. Here comes a life lesson. Here comes a learning. What do they call it? A learning? What do they call it? It's not it's educational. What they call it? Learnings. Learnings. Not an education, but they call it learnings. That's what the corporate world calls it.
You know what I'm realizing, Paul? I don't need many watches.
That's correct.
It doesn't bring me pleasure to have that many.
That's true.
One or two. I wear this every day. The weekly, it's like, this is the only one I want to wear. Obviously, it's good to have the options, but.
Yeah, it's weird.
I got to be honest.
All the time. Why does he need the? I mean, that is a little bit weird.
With you, Kessler, I think.
Yeah, it's actually no. There's actually 3 redundant watches. These 3 Rolexes are really redundant. I mean, really, that's like basic bitch watches.
Just a spoiled rich person who doesn't know what he wants.
No, you're so wrong. That's the difference. See, I actually have to. The reason I want to go down to one because I have to work hard for these fucking things.
He's got to go. He's got to, turn tricks. He's got to turn those tricks for, for Anthony Farrer.
That's what would be cool, though. It's the culmination of all the hard work. You see.
Yeah, a lot of hard work.
Just look at your one watch.
I got to tell you something, man. Seriously, I think you got enough.
Yeah.
Anything Archie's going to say is bad advice. Seriously, this guy is, again, it's all bad advice.
Seriously.
Don't backstage me. I'm giving you some advice, Kessler. Don't believe your own hype. Because you're only as good as...
Just hang on, I got to grab the super chat.
One sec. You're only as good as your supporting cast. Because we'll let you...
Okay, let's have a look here. Jefferson Exotic, $5. Don't sell the Starbucks, Kessler.
Again, the Archie world is full of losers. All of Archie's audience is a bunch of losers and tomato cans. That's why they're giving him this advice, because they're tomato cans.
I like that watch, bro.
Of course, the Starbucks is a peasant watch. Of course he likes it. He's a peasant.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
We got Swinging Kangaroo, $5. And if you are planning to rebuy the calendar again, why on earth you have to rush it in? Isn't this watch you were going crazy during the... Exactly. And I tell you what, you sell it. These are not fucking jelly beans. You can easily go in and out.
That's right.
It's a Patek. They're hard to track down.
No, they're not. No, you're not. Weekly calendar, you can get any day of the week.
Oh, that's true.
Any day of the week.
Don't say that. It's not true. And we got
what do you mean it's not true?
$5. Kessler, tell the truth. You want that vintage GMT. Don't lie to us.
Okay.
Everything to keep the sprite.
I know what to say sometimes, guys.
I
gotta tell you, I can only talk
this
about
is the most
my
useless
collection,
watch. That's
and you know what? I love them. I love them.
Absolutely useless.
I really do love the watches, and I love my tuners.
It's not a band bear. It just shows up as like that in.
You got
Archie. You were killing.
You got the grifter of Bangladesh. Again, this is what happens when you hang around Archie. You end up with bad taste. It rubs off on you. The shit rubs off on you. So you got this Bangladeshi grifter who basically, that's right. That's right. It is unbelievable. Okay, well, let me catch up with the super chat. That's right. It's a beard. That's right. These guys' wives, these LA guys, their wives, it is a beard. It's like Diego. Yeah, let me tell you something. I think Diego and Keslowitz, those guys should hook up because that is their spiritual connection. I think those two would make a nice, fine couple. I mean, seriously. I mean, they very compatible. I think they'll be very compatible and very happy together in their non-binary lifestyle. Peasants. That's right. Peasants. Unbox. Yeah, that's Baron Pavel. I think that's correct. unboxing does sound like some sort of code for homoerotic activity, because the box. Okay, think about it. You know, box. Again, you know, listen. I guess it's kind of a euphemism. It's kind of a vulgarity for, you know, feminine parts. The box. I mean, why would it be a box? It's not a box shape, but I mean, anyway. But the box. So the unboxing could be like some sort of homoerotic reference, because it might say something like, "Hey, let me open up your box. That's right. I'm going to unbox. Let me open up your box, man." I mean, I could see Keselowitz saying that to Diego, right? You know, that's right. The Blondie, yeah, that's right. That is actually, that's the only box that you do want to see in this Archieverse space, this low-life degenerate space. Although she's you know, she's a little, you know, getting up there in age a little bit. I mean, she's a little rough. She's starting to look a little rough. I bet she was hot when she was like in her 20s. She was definitely a solid like a 7. I'd give her like a 7. A soft 7. I mean, like on a real, you know, scale of being objective, you know, like objective. Yeah, she was definitely hot when she was in her 20s. I think now she's starting to look a little rough. Probably, I don't know if she's doing drugs or drinking or whatever. Something is up there. But anyway, so again, the bad taste rubs off on you. So you got this not Barry, he's no longer, this Patel Philippe Tenzil Ansari, right? This grifter of Canada, who has a Lambo. What Lamborghini does this guy have? I mean, again, what is the proper color for a Lamborghini? It's obvious. It is a candy color, because it's an obnoxious car, right? You want to be obnoxious. It's got to be lime green, tangerine orange, purple, you know, something like that. Possibly white or black if you have, you know, if you're boring. This guy has one in cherry red. Again, it shows you that this guy knows nothing, because red is only a Ferrari color. Red is for Ferraris. Cherry red is a weird color. That's like a weird color. Cherry red is the wrong red. I mean, there's only Guards red, which is the proper, you know, Ferrari red. The cherry one is kind of a weird color. And again, what other watches does he have? With this peasant, this Bangladeshi peasant. He's got a shitter perpetual calendar chronograph, a piece of garbage from Patek, and then he's got a shitter world time in white gold, which is, again, the sex tourist watch in white gold, which is the wrong watch. Again, if you're going to have a world time, if you do need to do that, you want one in yellow rose gold, the first generation, you know, the one that Archie has, actually, the cock ring version. That's the one to get, not the third generation or second generation. But look, that's what happens. You hang around Archie, you become a peasant. That's what happened to, sadly. Okay, look at this channel. They're talking about.
I am completely disproportionate.
By the way, absolute garbage, trash. Only for poor people. People with money do not buy Louis Vuitton. I mean, this logo garbage is for brokesters who want to impress other peasants. Again, brokesters who want to impress fellow peasants. Oh shit, this is the AD never called. That's this guy, this fucking loser. Hang on a second. Let me see. This is weird. Let me see. He's on a plane. See, that's what happens when you hang around Archie. You fly coach. You hang around Archie, you end up flying coach. That's what happens. Yeah, Blondie is. Yeah, okay, that's. Yeah, no, she's definitely a New Jersey 7. Okay, an East Coast 7. Yeah, no, she's an East Coast 7, an LA 5. No, that's actually right. Yeah, I mean, if you hang around in, like, again, LA. Again, I'll tell you what. If you go to the Equinox Gym on Sunset Boulevard, I hope that's still there. Actually, probably any of them, right? You go to the Equinox Gym in LA, you're gonna see, like, I don't know, feel like a dime a dozen. They will look the same. They will have that look. I don't know, Guards red, whatever. I don't know. Fuck you, Guards red. I don't know. Red, proper red. You know what I'm saying? Not cherry red. Who buys a Lambo in cherry? Is this you, tomato can? Is this hold on a second. We got the tomato can. Hold on a second. We got a tomato can. He's right coming up. Right, hang on. So we have the tomato can right here.
They turn down your fucking volume.
Flying coach. That's what happens when you hang around Archie. Fly coach instead of private.
So what I'm saying is,
the peasants. Look at the peasants lining up. The peasants are all lining up. You got all the peasants there. You got who do you got there? We got Shaniqua. You got Karen, and you got somebody else there. All lining up.
It's like cloud chasing for a negative effect, and they're using it for a negative effect.
Oh, he's got. I think he's business.
Let me put some spin on this.
Go back to the college.
Yeah, these are business class seats. See, that's what happens. You hang around Archie, you end up in a world of mediocrity. You know, again, business class is a la poubelle. A la poubelle. Look, either you fly coach. It's the same fucking plane. Either you fly coach, or you fly private. Okay, business class is not a class, or possibly first class in certain airlines. Possibly, business class is no class.
This is you don't do what they did, and you don't. It actually spilled over.
Hang on.
Intermingle with us. We make it fucking a welcoming place to do that.
You get this
okay?
Curly, who's another guy who's probably with OC. Oh, hang on a second. He's got. Oh, look, we got our first super chat. Listen, this channel, this is the #1 channel. When we get $9.99 super chats, finally we made some money this week. It was worth all that hard work to get this $9.99 super chat from Baron Pavel. That's right, unbelievable but true. No, the link is there. No, listen, any tomato can join the panel. The panel is open for all tomato cans. Even this peasant, coach flying peasant. AD never calling. Anyhow, we got real aristocrats in the audience now. AD never calling is not an aristocrat. He's a peasant. Baron Pavel is an aristocrat, as is Baron Red. How do you know? Because you see those little logos next to their name. Now, how do you become an aristocrat? How do you get access to our #1 channel, our top secret videos? Well, you click the button below that says join the channel, and for $4.95 you're going to escape the matrix. You're going to become a real aristocrat. That's right, unbelievable true. By the way, just to be clear, that's right, we do have 14 viewers, but you need to look at the big picture. We get about 1,000 viewers on average for our videos, these live streams. That's right, 1,000 viewers. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, but how many does Fatso, your idol Archie, how many viewers does Archie have? About 1,500. That's pretty mediocre. That's right. Archie only gets about 1,500 views for his live streams in the aggregate. This channel gets 1,000 right now, and we've been only doing it for a couple months. Fatso has been doing it for 15 years. That's right. The Fat Bogan of Brisbane has been at it for 15 years. His market is dying. Okay, his market is basically a bunch of. I mean, it's a dying demographic. It's a bunch of deadbeats, guys, middle-aged, aging geriatric guys like AD never calling. Again, it's all 50-plus audience dying out. Our channel is the youth of America. The people go places like Baron Red. That's right. 14 is too. That's right. That is the youth of America. Baron Red. We got also Pavel, another youthful young man. Where is Baron Pavel? That's right. He's still up on the screen. Let me bring up. That's right. Keep that super chat up there. Hey-o. That's funny. I'll do anything to fly to Dallas the hard way, huh? You want to make $20 the hard way? Hey, that's what Anthony said. That's what Anthony Farwood used to say. He'd do anything to fly to Dallas Love Field. And sure enough, he did. He had to pull some tricks. Anyhow, let's watch the rest of this sad.
Fucking 80 people in the dungeon. I didn't work.
You got Curly, another geriatric man who's like in his 60s, covered with tattoos. Again, listen, here's my thoughts on tattoos. The only people who should have tattoos are either you're a hardcore biker, meaning like Hell's Angels, or like a real biker gang, like a hardcore biker gang. You are in the Navy or the military, like actually, you know, like not a guy who's a mechanic, but, you know, a guy who's maybe doing combat or something, or you're a prisoner. You've been in prison. So only those three groups. Now, I believe this guy Curly, although he tries to come across like some sort of like, you know, tough guy, he's, you know, like just a geriatric 60-something guy who's like I think he runs like some electrical supply business. I don't believe he was ever in the military. I think he does have a Harley, but you know, he was never in a biker gang. He wants to have the look. He's a cosplay. He's a cosplay biker. He's not Sonny Barger, if you know what I mean, right? So hang on a second. Let's watch this. So we got this Bukyako.
Worse than they are right now, Arch.
Yes.
Get suckered into buying that fucking thing. Because that thing's going to be a fucking paperweight in about, I don't know.
What is talking about?
That's a
Yeah, I don't know.
balling and ideas. So the 4 pillars work, but the good thing is right now, the 4 pillars are only found on your platform.
Nah, the pillars all dead. The ArchieLuxury channel is dying a slow death. Look, if the Watch Reporter channel is getting 1,000 views, okay, we're doing this for 4 months, and Fatso is getting 1,500 views, right? What does that tell you? By the way, we get new subscribers every day. Archie has been stagnant. ArchieLuxury channel, if you look at his stats, it's stagnant. It's a dying audience. You know, it's a dying audience. I mean, literally, they're all dying off. I mean, it's very old people. Or they're all fat, overweight. Yeah, it's very sad. What is the full Curly story? What is the full Curly story? I heard a lot of weird sexual deviant rumors, which could be true because, again, that guy is has a very strange relationship with O'Cuck, aka the original OC, the guy who calls himself the original OC. Yeah, the numbers. No. You look at my number. No, you're looking at the wrong numbers, my friend. You look at the growth. Now you look at because I got the real analytics. Don't tell me about that stuff. These guys with the what do they call the play box or whatever? Look, the super chat numbers mean nothing to me. Seriously, I'm not here to make money on super chat. The super chat numbers are for pikers. I mean, I'm not here like Archie or these other professional gypsy grifter beggars. No, I'm here for the big con, not the short con. The big con, okay? And that does not come from super chats. Super chats are not scalable. That is not a business. Super chat is not business. Super chat is basically being a cam girl. Archie's a cam girl. What's his name? The one-eyed grifter, the one-eyed Ukrainian grifter, the one-eyed Whitaker. He's also a cam girl, as you know, as is the grifter of Venice. You know, the leprechaun of Venice, Oishin O'Malley, Diego. Those are all, you know, cam girls, basically. OnlyFans cam girls. And you know who the best cam girl is? Blondie. She actually has a very good personality on camera. I saw one of her videos, and she knows what she's doing. She's doing the cam girl thing. She's got the camera mounted at a high angle, so we get the cleavage shot. She wears the low cut t-shirt or whatever it is she's wearing to get the simps. That's right. She's trolling for the simps. She's smart. She knows how to get the money. She's going to make more money than all these tomato cans put together. So that's right. The super chat game is over, guys. It's done. It's done. It is done. So don't support these grifter degenerate bums. But yeah, to wrap it up, our numbers are growing much faster than Archie's subscriber-wise. Every day we get many subscribers. We also get what do you call it? We get the more views. I mean, again, you compare the views. You compare the views on this channel for videos on average, and you compare the views on Archie's channel. Archie's, some of his videos only have 300 views. And again, that Mooch bum has been at it for like 15 years. So that's not good. Tim Wright, on the other hand, is actually increasing. His subscriber count is pretty strong. Yeah. Archie's going down, but again, those guys are all going to be out of business very soon, very, very soon. You know, all those grifters are struggling. And again, that's what happens when you hang around Archie. You hang around these.
Actually, Otto Marcelo says that himself. He says the Le Mans is actually overrated.
Yeah,
I mean,
Le Mans is overrated. Now, again, the Archie world, that's all they know. They know basic bitch watches. Now, if you were watching the Watch Reporter channel and you saw a video about the Artisan de Genève, not artisans. It's not artisans. It's Artisan de Genève. Now, it's shocking that the guy from Estee Lauder pronounced it artisans. Very strange. I mean, this guy should know how to pronounce it. But anyway, yeah, you would know the proper Daytona to get. Anyway, look, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm a very busy man. I can't waste my time with the riffraff. We're going to thank our sponsors. Number one sponsor is Baron Pavel. It's $9.99. Comes in very handy. As you know, hooker prices and cocaine prices have been on the rise due to inflation. That's right, Bidenflation. Bidenflation is to blame. And so the $9.99 does come in handy. Thank you, everybody. And let me just wrap up by saying, click the like, subscribe button, tell all your friends. And no man's sorry. No man's sorry. That's right. No, we don't. No tuning on the cars. They're very classical taste here. Classical stock cars should be stock. Now, let me just play a little thing here for you. A little thing, just to remind you again, the true emperor of all horology is here, has been crowned. And let me also give you this. And